The ERQ asks us to, and I'm going to go ahead and annotate the question. So Fruity Tooties are sold in packages that measure a half an inch by 6 inches by 3 inches. And here they give us a picture of what that looks like. As you can see, this is a rectangular prism. And we found the volume of a lot of those in the past. And it says to find the volume in cubic inches of the box. So we need to find the volume. And remember that you guys are actually given a reference sheet at the very back of your test. So you don't even have to have this formula memorized. You probably remember what it is, but make sure that you always look at it anyway, even if you're pretty sure you remember what it is. So we're going to look right here for formulas for solid figures. It says a right prism. That's what all of our prisms are. And it says V for volume is equal to B times H. Now remember that B, that capital B, is different from the area formula. When you're trying to find the area of a rectangle, you do base times height, right? The bottom times how tall it is. But this one, you'll notice, because it's a 3D figure, is a little bit different. This says that B stands for the area of the base. So I'm going to take this formula and I'm going to transfer it back up to the page that we're working on, right here. So it says find the volume. We just saw that the volume is base times the height, and more specifically, the area of the base times the height. So this would be the base of our box right here, and you can tell that it's a rectangle. So to find the area of that base, you would simply do the width times how long it is. So 6 times 3, which would give you 18. Then we've got to take that 18 and multiply it by the height. We can tell right here from the picture that it's half of an inch tall. That's where the little arrow is pointing right here to the height, that this is half of an inch. So we need to take 18, multiply it by 1/2, which means 18 times 1/2, or remember that multiplication means of, so 1/2 of 18 means that the volume is going to be 9 cubic inches. So that's what you should have gotten for part A. Again, you just had to multiply the shortcut way, remember, is we'd use length times width times height, or using the formula, finding the area of the base and multiplying it by the height. Either way, you're going to be multiplying all the same stuff. So now that we know that the area of the first of the box is 9, it says for an upcoming promotion, her boss asks her to design a new box that holds twice as much candy. So to figure out how much the box holds, of course, that's what volume means. Volume means how much space will fit into the inside of a 3D shape. So that means that we need a box now that instead of holding 9 cubic inches worth of candy, it needs to hold twice as many. 2 times 9 is 18 cubic inches, which means we need to design a box, and pardon this is not going to be the best drawing ever. We need to design a box that has a width and a length and a height that if you multiply all three of those numbers together, it'll give you 18. And there's tons of different combinations that you could do. So you probably just want to do a little guessing and checking to figure that out. One possibility is if it's 3 wide and 3 long. 3 times 3 is 9. So then the height would be 2. So 3 times 3 times 2 gives us the 18 that we need. So that's one possibility. Another possibility is that we could do, the width could be 6, the length could be 3, and the height could just be 1, because 6 times 3 times 1 is 18. So there are lots of different possibilities. You could also have, as a third one, but I think you guys are getting the gist, 9 times 2 times 1, because 9 times 2 times 1 is 18. So any combination of width times length times height, that if you multiply those three numbers together, you get 18 will work, because the question is asking for a box that holds twice as much candy, which means 2 times, and since the volume was 9, it'll be 2 times 9, and that'll get you your 18. And then you can just come up with your own answers. So as long as your three numbers multiplied together are going to come up to a product of 18, then even if you have an answer different from the one I have here, then yours will be correct.